Second violin, Minuet number 3. Hello guys, in this piece we're going to be talking about Minuet number 3. Now, this piece is our most difficult piece in this repertoire, in the repertoire we picked for our concert. We play 7 pieces. This is our most difficult one. Having said that, it doesn't mean that you can't play it at all. In fact, all of you can. The reason that it's a little bit more challenging is that there is more details, even though there's only 4 lines. All of our other pieces are like 9 or 10 lines. The page is full. There's only 4 lines and it repeats itself many times. However, this is still the most difficult one that we're going to play this semester because there is a lot to consider. Different notes, different accidentals, and articulation. This is very, very important. There is a lot of details that you have to absorb, you have to understand and apply it on your playing. For instance, F stands for forte, as you know, which means loud. P stands for piano, which means soft. The dots below the notes are staccato, which means short. Regular notes are long, as they are. Crescendo means gradually getting louder, and you have a bunch of slurs. And of course, there is no key signature, no sharps, nor flats, and that is its key signature. There is such thing. When you don't have a sharp or flat on your key signature, or many of them, when it's blank, that is 0 key signature. And 2 different scales would associate with that, the major classic ones. The actual ones would be 2 at least. So for the accidentals, every time you see F sharp, which is the only accidental you see like these 2 lines pretty much are copied exactly the same. See? So as these 2 lines. So you pretty much have line 1 and line 3 to learn. There's only like literally 2 lines to learn, not 4. So only F sharp is the one that you play high sometimes. When it's without the sharp sign, you play it as low F. Remember, I explained it in the other video as well. High second are on red tapes. Low seconds are on white tapes. Now, high second on D is F sharp. Low second on D is F natural. They both are Fs, but different versions of F. If it says high on the music, you do this. If it says low on the music, you do this one. And make sure nothing else changes because you're not dealing with other fingers. You're dealing with your middle finger. F sharp, which is your second finger. F sharp, F natural. On A string, same finger on 3 strings. On A string is C sharp, C natural. On E string is G sharp, G natural. Again, depending on what notes you have on music, you play accordingly. So starting from the top, you have 2 bars of forte, 2 bars of piano. So you have don't forget about the staccatos either. So you would play them very short, very connected, and exaggerate on dynamics. That's what I've always been saying to my students. Exaggerate on what you learn so you really learn it in a very solid way, and then you will be able to control how much louder, how much softer, and make it even more musical. But once you learn something, what you learn, make sure you exaggerate on it so that you truly understand the difference between them two very clearly. And once you do understand it, then you have a lot more room to play between those 2 dynamics. That's pretty much it. Don't do the slurs. Don't do any of the articulations. Once more, articulation would pretty much refer to everything you have except for the notes. Forte, dynamics, staccato, bowings, vocabulary, whatever you have that's not the note, that's pretty much articulation. So ignore all of that first. The first step is to read the music and learn the notes. Clap the rhythm. In this case, the rhythm is very easy, so you already know it. Learn the notes precisely and try to get familiar with them and read it quickly enough to be able to play it without stopping and realizing what comes next. After that level, you would add on layers and layers of articulation. First would be, let's say, bowings, then slurs, then dynamics, then staccato. You would add that like cooking, pretty much, like baking. You do the first thing and then you add layers and layers on top of that to have a perfect result. Have fun practicing, guys.